Dawn breaks over a lush forest as sunlight filters through ancient trees, dappling the forest floor in golden light. The air is filled with the melodic chirping of birds, their songs echoing through the profound stillness. A single, perfectly formed dewdrop clings to a spiderweb, glistening like a tiny jewel in the gentle light. The tranquility of this otherworldly domain reflects an inner peace, a calm before the impending storm. Harsh neon signs cast long, distorted shadows, painting the gritty urban alley with an eerie, unsettling glow. Rain slicks the pavement, reflecting the garish lights, mirroring the city's grim secrets in its dark, shimmering surface. Detective Miller, weary and burdened, inspects a chalk outline on the ground, a silent testament to a life brutally ended. A young man lies still under a sheet, the brutal reality of the human world intruding upon the scene with stark finality. Under the bright sun, a school playground rings with children's carefree laughter, their joy a vibrant symphony. Suddenly, an immense, monstrous shadow engulfs the playground, plunging it into an ominous darkness. A guttural roar rips through the air, shaking the very ground beneath their feet, turning joy to terror. Panic erupts as children scatter, their screams of delight replaced by shrill cries of fear. An immense, terrifying dragon descends, its obsidian scales glinting, eyes burning with pure malice. Ruby, her unassuming clothes stark against her alarmed face, appears as chaos erupts around the elementary school. With outstretched hands, she commands the earth, and thick, thorny vines erupt from the ground with furious speed. The powerful vines twist and coil, forming an impenetrable protective barrier around the fleeing, terrified children. Her eyes blaze with an ethereal, fierce emerald light, a testament to her desperate, burgeoning power. A colossal dragon unleashes a torrent of fire, incinerating the elementary school in a terrifying display of fury. Ruby, face contorted in terror and concentration, strains, her body shaking as she manipulates the surrounding plant life. From the scorched earth, large, fleshy pods erupt, slick and pulsating, instantly engulfing screaming children. Above each pod, a shimmering, leafy portal appears, glowing with an otherworldly light. The children are teleported away, vanishing without a trace, leaving only the dragon's fiery devastation. The colossal dragon fixates its fiery wrath on Ruby, its eyes burning with malevolent intent. Razor-sharp talons rip through Ruby's skin, eliciting a raw, agonizing scream that pierces the air. A massive wing slams into Ruby, launching her violently through the air, a helpless projectile. Ruby crashes into the school building, the impact echoing with a horrifying finality. In an abandoned warehouse, the air hangs heavy with the scent of dust and decay, a grim silence pervading the space. Ruby lies broken on a makeshift cot, her skin charred and limbs twisted in unnatural, agonizing angles. Theo, a charismatic crime boss, observes her with detached curiosity, his sharp eyes missing nothing in the dim light. Two menacing henchmen stand guard, their silhouettes casting long, ominous shadows in the oppressive gloom. In the decaying warehouse, dust motes dance in the heavy air, thick with the metallic scent of decay. Theo extends a hand, offering Ruby a vial that pulses with an ethereal, unsettling light. Ruby, racked with pain and barely conscious, fixes her fading gaze on the glowing vial. A flicker of suspicion crosses her eyes, battling with the desperate urgency of her failing life. Theo's voice cuts through the silence. It's not a seed, Mother Nature. It's an upgrade. With her life force rapidly draining, Ruby knows she has no other option but to accept the mysterious vial. In the desolate warehouse, Ruby's trembling hand, now with an unsettling metallic sheen, reaches for the glowing vial. She defiantly drinks the luminous liquid, her face contorting as a violent convulsion racks her body. The tremors cease, leaving an eerie stillness as Ruby's body settles, poised on the edge of transformation. Her eyes snap open, burning with an intense, electric blue glow, signaling a dramatic and terrifying change. Days later, inside the desolate warehouse, Ruby stands, her movements stiff and unsettlingly unnatural. Intricate, glowing cybernetic plates have replaced parts of her skin, humming with an alien energy. She struggles to control her new form, her limbs jerking awkwardly, a puppet on unseen strings. Theo watches from the shadows, a cruel smirk playing on his lips, a silent testament to his handiwork. His eyes gleam with a dark satisfaction as Ruby battles her own body. He utters, "Welcome to the future," his voice a chilling pronouncement of her new, terrifying reality. Bathed in sunlight, Ruby kneels in Theo's opulent rooftop garden, her fingers tracing the vibrant leaves of a small plant patch. A silent plea passes between her and the plants, their foliage unfurling slightly, yet a furrow of disconnect mars Ruby's brow. She reaches for a sleek, metallic watering can, a symbol of her new dependence, her touch almost hesitant. The shimmering water reflects a subtle, chilling gleam, revealing the cold reality of her cybernetic enhancements. City lights twinkle like scattered diamonds beyond the expansive windows of Theo's penthouse, a silent witness to the night's unfolding drama. Inside, the air is thick with anticipation, illuminated by the soft, ornate glow of a single lamp casting long, dancing shadows. Theo and Ruby sit opposite each other, a polished chessboard, a silent battleground between them, pieces poised for a strategic war. Their eyes lock, a silent contest of wills. Theo's piercing gaze searching for a tell, Ruby's face an unreadable, steady mask. The air crackles with unspoken tension, the delicate balance of their power dynamic shifting with every calculated glance and subtle movement. In the opulent throne room, Ruby stands resolute before a formidable council of monarchs, their faces etched with ancient power. King Alaric, stern and aged, fixes Ruby with a gaze that blends awe and deep apprehension. Queen Isolde, regal and composed, echoes the king's conflicted emotions, her eyes scrutinizing Ruby's every move. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the monarchs debate, their voices a low murmur, questioning Ruby's methods of justice. Ruby's intervention, a storm of controversy, hangs heavy in the air, her very presence challenging the established order. Prince Kai paces in the royal palace, his face etched with concern, as Ruby stands before him, subtly altered. A metallic sheen reflects the torchlight from Ruby's form, the tension in the air palpable. "Your transformation, it's unnatural." Prince Kai's voice is laced with accusation. "What have you done?" Ruby's gaze is unwavering as she declares, "I have done what was necessary. My authority is ancient, and now it is forged anew." Sunlight dapples through emerald leaves as Ruby sits on a park bench, her melancholic gaze fixed on playing children. A child stumbles, and Ruby's hand instinctively reaches out, a flicker of raw concern in her eyes. Her arm freezes mid-air, a new, unfamiliar power thrumming beneath her skin, startling her. Ruby stares at her hand, a profound sense of wonder and fear etched on her face. A flash of a past memory, a glimpse of her former self, crosses her mind, sharp and vivid. A sudden, deep pang of loss washes over Ruby, her expression twisting with sorrow and longing. In Theo's lab, Ruby lies on a diagnostic bed, her form bathed in the eerie glow of holographic readouts. Intricate patterns of flora and circuitry shimmer around her, revealing her complex inner workings. A scientist, a woman in her 30s, gestures towards the projections, explaining Ruby's vital dependence on water. Ruby watches, a flicker of nascent fear sparking within her cybernetic eyes. The stark reality of her existence hangs heavy in the air, a fragile balance of life and technology. The abandoned factory's darkness is pierced by the metallic tang of rust and decay as Ruby confronts Theo's rivals. Ruby moves with terrifying grace, a blur of motion, her combat a dance of destruction and raw power. Her hands rise, and the surrounding metal groans, twisting and bending to her will, forming powerful shields. Whips of steel lash out, her every movement a fusion of nature's fury and mechanical precision. She is an unstoppable force, her new combat style a terrifying spectacle in the night. City lights twinkle far below as Theo, impeccably dressed, gestures around his opulent penthouse, a chill filling the air. Ruby stands opposite him, her expression unreadable, the soft glow of the city reflecting in her eyes. Theo's voice cuts through the tension. "I offer you my resources, Ruby, in exchange for your unique abilities to maintain order." Ruby's gaze intensifies as she counters, "I must consider the moral cost of such an alliance." In a sun-drenched rural landscape, Ruby sits by a flowing river, her cybernetic parts gleaming. She closes her eyes, a serene expression on her face, as the rhythmic sound of the water washes over her. The river's steady flow seems to infuse her with a quiet strength, a palpable calm. This deep connection to nature becomes her new seed, her anchor to life, as she finds peace, The sunlight shimmers on her metallic limbs, reflecting the inner tranquility she now possesses. In the royal palace library, Ruby hunches over a heavy tome, dust motes dancing in the sunlight around her. Her fingers trace the faded script, surrounded by ancient texts on overflowing shelves, all worn with age. Ruby meticulously researches, seeking any explanation for the recent dragon attack, her gaze intent. Her eyes widen as she uncovers passages detailing prophecies of ecological imbalance and reawakened mythical creatures. The profound revelation settles heavily upon her, a daunting weight of human greed and its consequences. Under the moonlit canopy, Ruby, aglow with ethereal light, steps through the rustling underbrush. Her ancient eyes fix on a majestic griffin, its feathers ruffled, a wing bent unnaturally, whimpering softly. Ruby kneels, her hands extending, as a soft golden light emanates from her palms, washing over the injured creature. The griffin's deep amber eyes meet hers, revealing a profound, ancient wisdom within their depths. A silent, powerful understanding passes between them, a bond forged in the mystical glow of the night. In Theo's opulent penthouse, bathed in neon city glow, Ruby faces him, her eyes sharp and determined. Theo, impeccably dressed, offers a knowing smirk, the air crackling with their unspoken accusations. Ruby challenges him, her gaze narrowing. "Tell me, Theo, what do you really know about the dragon attack?" Theo's smirk widens. "My dear Ruby, a man in my position knows many things. Which things are you referring to?" Ruby's resolve hardens. "Don't play coy. If you're holding back information, you're making a grave mistake." Theo's eyes gleam with a hint of mischief. "Some truths are best revealed with a flourish, wouldn't you agree?" Atop a windswept mountain peak, Ruby stands silhouetted against the nascent dawn, a solitary figure commanding the vast expanse. Below, the sprawling city awakens, a mesmerizing tapestry of lights and shadows stretching to the horizon. The wind, a wild conductor, whips around her, tugging at her clothes and hair, a symphony of nature's raw power. Ruby feels the dual pulse of untamed nature and intricate technology, a profound connection binding two worlds. Her gaze sweeps across the landscape, a dawning understanding of her unique destiny as a bridge between realms. The opulent royal meeting room, adorned with tapestries of ancient victories, is hushed as Ruby stands before the monarchs. With conviction, Ruby gestures to a scroll, detailing ecological degradation and its chilling link to mythical creature attacks. King Alaric, seated on his ornate throne, strokes his beard, a skeptical frown etched deeply on his face. Queen Isolde leans forward, her gaze fixed intently on Ruby, absorbing every single word with palpable interest. On a deserted beach, Ruby stands, her hair a wild flag against the whipping wind. She extends her hands, and the vast ocean water, as if alive, responds instantly to her touch. Towering waves crash and recede at her silent command, a terrifying display of raw power. Beneath her feet, the sand itself shifts and dances, miniature dunes forming and dissolving with her will. Her immense power is almost overwhelming, yet she struggles to tame the subtle whispers of her new cybernetic connection. Dust motes dance in the single shaft of moonlight piercing Theo's hidden vault, illuminating a large, ancient map. Theo, his eyes holding the weight of centuries, gestures to the map, its intricate lines glowing with an ethereal light. His fingers trace a bright nexus as he reveals, "These are the energy ley lines, and these, the areas of concentrated magical anomalies." Theo's voice resonates with deep understanding. "There's a delicate balance to uphold in this world, a balance I've come to understand intimately." Against the city's neon glow, Ruby's silhouette stands vigil, a silent guardian atop urban rooftops. A subtle ripple through the city's fabric snags her attention, an unseen disturbance in the night. Her cybernetic eyes, glowing faintly, pierce the darkness, scanning for anomalies. Invisible energy signatures, picked up by her enhanced vision, hint at a hidden threat. Sunlight dapples the lush royal gardens, a serene facade concealing a growing disquiet. Queen Isolde approaches Ruby, her expression etched with a solemn understanding. Isolde's eyes hold a quiet, intense gaze, reflecting the grave truth she now grasps. The air thickens with unspoken tension as Isolde declares, "I believe your warnings, Ruby. The signs are too clear to ignore." A silent pact forms as Isolde confides, Know that you have my covert support in this. We must prepare. Under the scorching sun, Ruby, an intrepid explorer, meticulously brushes away centuries of dust from a crumbling ancient wall. A hidden chamber is revealed, and Ruby steps inside, the air instantly cooler and thick with the scent of aged stone. Her gaze falls upon intricate glyphs etched into the chamber walls, depicting a delicate balance between nature and humanity. The glyphs shift to show the devastating consequences of disruption, and a profound sense of foreboding washes over her. City lights twinkle beyond the penthouse windows, their soft glow illuminating the silent, tension-filled space between Theo and Ruby. Theo's gaze drifts to a framed photograph, a flicker of pain in his eyes as he steels himself to reveal his past. I lost everything once, everything I cared about. That's why I need control, Ruby. Why I crave order in this chaotic world. Ruby listens intently, her expression a profound mix of empathy and weariness, her shoulders slumping under an ancient burden. I understand, Theo. More than you know. This eternal watch, it takes its toll. Sometimes, I just want to rest. Under a vast sky, Ruby, her face smudged with dirt and determination, strains with invisible might. Around her, islands of vibrant earth, green with new life, drift gently, her living creations. A fluffy fox curls peacefully on one, while a family of rabbits nibbles contentedly on another, her brow deeply furrowed in concentration. Ruby sways visibly, her energy waning. Instinctively, her hand reaches for the water bottle at her hip, a silent testament to her struggle. In the opulent war room, King Theo and Queen Ruby sit, the air thick with tension, as Prince Kai traces strategic points on a map. Kai's sharp voice cuts through the silence. A decisive strike is our only option. We mobilize the legions, push them back. Queen Ruby, her expression thoughtful, challenges him. And risk provoking a full-scale war we may not be prepared for? King Theo interjects. Ruby has a point, Kai. Brute force alone may not suffice. Under the scorching sun, the abandoned power plant stands as a skeletal giant of rusted metal and crumbling concrete. Ruby, her face etched with grim determination, navigates through a sea of overgrown weeds and broken machinery. Her handheld energy scanner flickers wildly, its erratic display signaling an unseen force as she presses deeper into the plant. Deep within the hidden section, a complex network of pipes and generators hums, drawing raw energy from the earth. Figures in dark work suits meticulously monitor the operation, their faces obscured, their purpose chillingly clear. The readings were off the charts, but not in the way I expected. This wasn't some ancient magic, it was just greed. In the penthouse bathed by city lights, Ruby strides forward, a data slate clutched in her hand, her face etched with grim discovery. The slate blazes with complex schematics, revealing the chilling truth of human energy siphoning. This is it, isn't it? Theo watches, his expression unreadable, acknowledging the damning proof as Ruby declares, I found the proof. I was aware. A necessary evil, I thought. A lesser one, at least, Theo replies, his words hanging heavy in the tense air. Ruby's voice cracks with raw emotion. Lesser? At what cost, Theo? Our alliance. What does it mean now? In a volcanic landscape, the air shimmers with heat as Ruby confronts a towering, fiery elemental. The ground around them is scorched black and smoldering, a testament to the elemental's immense power. Ruby's cybernetic implants glow brightly as streams of water erupt from her hands, arcing towards the elemental. The water sizzles and evaporates upon contact, yet Ruby persists, a dazzling display of her unwavering power. In the opulent throne room, King Alaric sits, his face etched with a heavy mix of concern and reluctance. Ruby and Theo stand before him, their expressions a stark blend of relief and unwavering determination. The air crackles with unspoken tension, thick and suffocating in the grand hall. King Alaric slowly nods, the immense weight of his decision pressing down upon his shoulders. He speaks, his voice resonating with grave authority. The evidence, though unsettling, is undeniable. His gaze intensifies. You have my limited authority to act. Do not disappoint me. Ruby, a determined scientist, leads the way across a vast, frozen landscape, her breath pluming in the frigid air. She scans the desolate horizon with high-tech binoculars, her gaze piercing the icy expanse for any sign. Behind her, Theo, a quirky but capable tracker, struggles to keep pace, nearly slipping on a treacherous patch of ice. Towering, jagged ice formations surround them, glinting menacingly under a pale, unforgiving sun. The relentless wind howls, whipping at their parkas, a constant reminder of the harsh, unforgiving environment. Ruby pushes onward, a beacon of resolve against the stark, icy wilderness, her mission unwavering. Ruby gazes out of Theo's penthouse window. The glittering city lights a vast tapestry below, reflecting in her eyes. A montage flashes through her mind. Once soft, organic hands now gleam with metallic, sleek power. She sees herself as Mother Nature, a figure of serene power, her essence intertwined with the natural world. Then, the vision shifts. The cybernetic hybrid emerges, a fierce fusion of flesh and machine, formidable and new. A subtle, knowing smile plays on her lips, a deep acceptance of her dual existence, her new identity settling within. Ruby and Theo, their faces grim, stand at the edge of a once vibrant forest, now a wasteland of charred earth. Skeletal trees pierce a sky thick with the scent of sulfur and decay, a testament to immense, destructive power. Their boots crunch on ash and broken rock as they move deeper into the devastation, their resolve unshaken. They discover ancient markings carved into a massive, scorched stone, symbols of a forgotten civilization's demise. Further on, deep, metallic-looking gouges scar the earth, leading ominously towards a cavern entrance. The stark evidence suggests a brutal struggle, not a simple act of malice etched into the very landscape. Moonlight streams through the royal chambers, casting long, dramatic shadows across the opulent setting. Ruby, with earnest eyes, stands before Queen Isolde, who sits on her throne, regal but tinged with concern. Ruby speaks, her voice filled with conviction. "Your Majesty, I believe the dragon's recent aggressions are not random acts of malice." Queen Isolde gestures toward an ornate chest, retrieving an ancient yellowed scroll, unfurling it carefully. Isolde's gaze meets Ruby's, revealing a hidden truth. "You are more perceptive than I gave you credit for, child. There is indeed an ancient agreement." Sunlight dapples the forest floor as Ruby and Theo move cautiously through the ancient grove, their eyes scanning the dense undergrowth. They approach a gnarled, ancient tree, its bark resembling a wizened face, a silent sentinel of the forest. The dryad, withered yet radiating immense power, emerges from the tree, her eyes like polished stones fixing on Ruby and Theo. Her voice, ancient and resonant, declares, "The pact is broken. The consequences of human actions ripple through these lands." In Theo's penthouse, a holographic energy grid illuminates Ruby and Theo's faces with an ethereal glow. Ruby gestures, her cybernetic arm sparking faintly, a silent testament to her advanced modifications. Theo, deep in thought, taps a stylus to his chin, his eyes fixed on the intricate patterns of the grid. The soft light of the complex energy grid casts dancing shadows, hinting at a future yet to unfold. Under the bright sun, Ruby stands on a makeshift stage in the city square, her presence commanding. Holographic images shimmer around her, displaying pristine nature, juxtaposed with ecological devastation. Her voice, clear and resonant, fills the square. "We stand at a precipice. The beauty you see is under threat. Our choices led to this crisis, but it is not too late. We have the power to change, to heal, to ensure a future." Ruby steps forward, not with a weapon, but with an outstretched hand, her fingers glowing with a soft, warm light. Around her, the scorched earth transforms. Cracks soften, vibrant green shoots emerge, pushing through the ash. A parched stream bed glistens with newly flowing water. As the dragon watches, its ancient eyes narrowed in confusion, Theo strategically creates diversions, drawing the dragon's attention to allow Ruby to focus on her work. The colossal dragon, a moment ago a tempest of rage, begins to visibly relax. Ruby's healing energy, a shimmering aura, washes over its massive scales, a beacon of hope. Its fiery eyes, once ablaze with hostility, soften, their fierce glow dimming into serenity. A profound glimmer of ancient wisdom returns to the dragon's gaze, a timeless understanding. The palpable tension in the air slowly dissipates, replaced by a fragile, breathtaking sense of peace. Ruby, trembling with exhaustion, reaches out to the dragon, a profound connection sparking between them. The dragon's massive head lowers, its fierce eyes now holding a flicker of deep sorrow. A final, mournful roar echoes through the lair, a sound of profound loss. With a mighty beat of its wings, the dragon launches itself skyward, a majestic ascent. Higher and higher it soars, becoming a mere silhouette against the fading light. The dragon, no longer a threat, vanishes into the vast expanse of the sky. Sunlight streams through the tall arched windows of the throne room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Ruby, Theo, and the monarchs gather around an ornate table, a newfound respect palpable in the hallowed space. King Alaric, his rigid demeanor softened, gazes at Ruby with a humbled expression, a silent acknowledgement of her impact. Prince Kai's eyes linger on Ruby, his admiration clear and unwavering, a testament to her unconventional wisdom. King Alaric declares, "Your methods, Ruby, though unconventional, have proven remarkably effective. You have my full support." Months later, the lush forest pulses with vibrant life, a verdant sanctuary bathed in the gentle daylight. Ruby, her cybernetic parts now a seamless extension of her form, moves with ethereal grace among young individuals. She guides them with deliberate, gentle gestures, emphasizing nature's delicate, intricate balance. A genuine, peaceful smile graces her lips, reflecting a profound contentment. Her presence emanates serenity, a testament to her harmonious integration with the wild beauty surrounding them. Ruby and Theo sit by the river, a comfortable silence stretching between them, a testament to their profound, unspoken bond. Theo offers Ruby a small, intricately carved wooden figure, a silent symbol of their unlikely, yet deeply rooted partnership. The setting sun paints the sky with vibrant hues of orange, pink, and purple, mirroring its beauty on the water's surface. Ruby gazes at the wooden figure, a soft smile gracing her lips, as the river reflects the fiery embrace of the twilight sky. A breathtaking panorama unfolds, revealing a revitalized planet, lush and verdant, stretching endlessly under a vibrant sky. New life, vibrant and abundant, flourishes across the globe, a testament to enduring resilience. Ruby, serene and wise, gently touches a blooming flower with her cybernetic hand, a symbol of harmony. The earth remembers, and so do I. Not as Mother Nature, but as its guardian, forever evolving, forever protecting.